everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a little bit of a different video, and I have been thinking of putting out this information all week long, and I finally made up my mind that people need to hear about this. In my last video, I have talked about Coinbase and how things are not looking good for Coinbase. So if you have not watched that video, I highly recommend you go watch it. However, to bring out the article one more time, we can see that the article talks about the CEO, Brian Armstrong, just warning everybody, like preparing investors and the whole market, saying that Coinbase is not looking good. Basically, he's saying that the revenue will be half or less in 2022 of that of what had been in 2021. So he's just basically preparing investors for not a very good financial situation for Coinbase. And if we go to Yahoo Finance, we can see that yesterday on Friday, December 9th, the stock had closed at $40. Well, this is very low. If we go and see how the stock had been performing since the company went public in April of 2021, well, basically at an all-time high, the stock was trading at $353. So that is a huge drop from over $350 to around $40. So things are not looking good for Coinbase, and understandably so, right? We are going into a bear market in crypto, and the company, this crypto exchange, is obviously feeling the heat. But the reason why I'm making this video today is because I want you to remind you of this message, right? If we go to their investor page, and this is where the company, being a public company, they have all the SEC filings here publicly disclosed so that people can go and they can see their financials. But I wanted to sort of refresh your memory because back in March of 2022 is when the company first started talking about bankruptcy. This is when they first introduced that bankruptcy language in their SEC filings. And they basically said, because custodially held crypto assets may be considered to be property of a bankruptcy state, in the event of bankruptcy, the crypto asset we hold in custody on behalf of our customers could be subject to bankruptcy proceedings, and such customers could be treated as our general unsecured creditors. So this is when they first started introducing that language about bankruptcy, right? And when that happened, if you remember, if you have been following this company, a lot of people were worried. A lot of people were concerned about, well, is Coinbase going to file for bankruptcy? And that was around March 2022. So in May 2022, Brian Armstrong, just to calm the waters and basically calm the worries that a lot of people were having, put out a series of tweets, right? And he basically tweeted, "We have no risk of bankruptcy. However, we included a new risk factor based on an SEC requirement called SAB 121, which is a newly required disclosure for public companies that hold crypto assets for third parties." Well, right off the bat, this is absolutely incorrect and is misleading. Saying that we have no risk of bankruptcy is absolutely wrong. And please do not believe this, okay? First of all, any company is at risk of bankruptcy, private or public, any company is. Now, the degree at which they are at risk of bankruptcy can vary, right? And I can tell you that based on their financial situation, well, back in May, they were at a less risk of bankruptcy that they are now. But let's keep reviewing this tweet. So basically, he's also saying, we believe our prime and custody customers have a strong legal protections in their terms of service that protects their assets, even in a black swan event like this. Well, this is good to know, right? Now that we know that they are actually the custody company of the GBTC, Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, this might make you feel a little bit better. However, please just be aware of this risk as well. But if you are a retail customer, this is what you need to know. He's saying for our retail customers, we are taking further steps to update our users' terms such as that we offer the same protections to those customers in a black swan event. We should have had this in place previously, so let me apologize for that. So he's basically saying, all of you retail customers, you are at a higher risk. Well, let's evaluate that risk now. Remember that this was back in May, right? And now we are towards the end of the year. Take a look at how the company's financials have changed. Back in 2021, last year, well, the company was doing really well. In fact, they were basically saying that they were profitable. Look at the change in these numbers. Now, in 2022, they are straight off operating at a loss. So this is not good for Coinbase. This is not good for a company who was previously being profitable and now is right off unprofitable. If we go back to Yahoo Finance and we look at some of the valuation measures for this company, we can see that the market cap of this company has significantly decreased. I mean, in September 30, 2021, the company was valued at a $48 billion. And then that sort of whole, but now it's $10 billion, $14.9 billion currently, right? We also see that their enterprise value have decreased tremendously from $45 billion to just $7.8 billion. I mean, they're trailing PE. This is the price over earnings. This is basically how most investors value a company based on their stock price. Look at this, a decrease from 24 to 21 to 13 to 4. And well, I'm not going to be surprised to see a negative PE ratio for this company. So my main message here is that Coinbase financials are absolutely not looking good, to say the least. Moreover, we are just getting started with a bear market, okay? So they have a long way to go to sort of try to hold their finances in this position and until we are out of the bear market and things start looking good for crypto overall again. So they have to basically try to hold their finances in order throughout the whole bear market. And now that we know that what happened with Celsius and that yes, a court can basically said that customers' funds can be a part of a company during the bankruptcy procedure. We know what can happen if Coinbase files for bankruptcy. So my message here is, and this is not financial advice at all, but if you have money in Coinbase, basically I will just tell you to take your funds out of Coinbase immediately. Things are not looking good for this company. We know now, we have precedents of what can happen if an exchange files for bankruptcy. Basically, you straight out lose your coins, lose your crypto. And yeah, I mean, the worst that can happen is that I'm absolutely wrong. Coinbase is going to be okay and it's going to be able to withstand the bear market, and they're not going to file for bankruptcy. And well, if you feel that things are looking good again, you can just put your coins back in the exchange if you are planning to do something with it. But if you're not, and if you're just sitting on your coins deposited on the exchange, you are taking an unbelievably amount of risk. I cannot even tell you how bad this can be for you. So there you have it. I just wanted to refresh your memory and Coinbase. And if you have coins or any crypto deposited in Coinbase, please consider taking it out of the exchange immediately. All right. Thank you, everybody, to have watched this far. If you like content like this, I will encourage you to click like and subscribe. I will try to keep you updated on anything that is going on in the crypto markets, and also bring out to your attention things like that I think that people who are not aware really need to be warned of. All right. Thank you, everybody, and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.